What's up, everybody? Just want to talk why you need to get foiling and get a foil in your quiver because it is amazing. It's just so good. I know I've touched on this before, but I really wanted to hammer home this point and bring up a few points I haven't touched on before. Before I get rambling here, I know the drone is pretty up high. My brother was flying it for me. Thank you very much. You did a great job. But he went up high after a kite hit the side of it. It's just coming up in slow-mo. Got lucky there. It didn't crash the drone, but got a little worried after that and went high up into the sky. So what inspired me to share this video and talk about it more and hammer these points is I shared a video and I kind of laid out the spot with wind direction, where it is and everything. Guess I broke the surfer's code as far as keeping secrets, so I heard about that on the comments right away. I apologize, took all that info off. But I've just been foiling for so long and there's no scarcity at all. Like unbreaking waves, endless rides. It's incredible. It didn't even cross my mind I was upsetting some people or that would have happened. And when we go out and ride in certain spots, certain times, like there's one or two people out and like it can just be incredible. So I thought I'd talk about it a little bit more. Anyways, here we go. So if somebody enjoys an activity, could be anything, chances are there's going to be other people that enjoy that too. There's a term called foil brained, and it is what you think. You get a taste or you get up and riding and it's just such a cool sensation. So if you're thinking about it, just give it a go. You're probably gonna love it. First off, waves. I love waves. I know there's a lot of like kiting and people are like wind sports. I don't know, it's not really surfing, but for me it's all like waves, and just making turns on waves is what I love, and it's just a different form of surfing. On the Great Lakes and other spots, like the surf for longboarding or shortboarding, like prone, is always just, it's not powerful enough to really hit the lip or ride the wave the way I want to. And a lot of rides are like go down the line, like kind of lame and one or two turns. And I guess when I was surfing, that's why I kind of used the stand-up paddle a lot and got super proficient at that. It was just easier to spot those bigger waves and catch them earlier and kind of not get closed out on it. I found it really advantageous on the Great Lakes. When it comes to conditions and surfing, you can only get to a certain level of surfing with the right conditions, and you're kind of capped here as if it just doesn't get big enough or powerful enough to really get to that next level. And I mean, if you want to get to a high level of surfing, you're gonna spend a lifetime here on the Great Lakes to find those conditions. Yeah, they do happen, but it's like, so rare. So there's another point for foiling is you can progress and continue to progress, and the amount of time and days you can get on the water is huge. Little side note here, this is my friend Pat. He absolutely rips. He's 65 years young, kites, wings, phenomenal foiler and kiter, and always been on the water. he gets 200 days a year in riding, and is an inspiration to me. Also, he's not afraid to get cold. He pushes it in that cold season quite a bit. It is possible with a wing and a kite and just the supboard and all different elements to get to a really high level in foiling on the Great Lakes, which is amazing. What makes a good foiling wave? A non-breaking, like mushy or slowly breaking waves. We get tons of those here. Pretty much a bad surfing wave is a good foiling wave. A 2-foot wave equals 4 foot. A 3-foot wave is like surfing a 6-foot wave. And your turns are so drawn out in the glide, you don't have to stay in the pocket. You can just draw it out. Your canvas is so much bigger. And if you don't like that wave, just kick out the back, pump to the next one. Just really the freedom you have on it is huge, especially in these conditions we get so often. Don't get me wrong, we have amazing surf and it's good, which is like the unicorn on a full moon. I'm on it. Like there's nothing more that I'd want to do is get some of that. But 95% of the time, I'm just like, man, I'd rather foil. That thought just leads me into thinking about time and making the most out of your time. I mean, we can all agree it's so valuable. Why not have the most amount of fun? Your wave count is going to skyrocket. You're not going to be sitting down waiting for one. So the foil, that's another one in the bag for the foils. It's efficient, and the ratio to time to action is super high. I also will say, I understand people might have not the time or the finances to really go all in on this, and I guess that's probably not for you. And some people just want to go out and experience the storm and in the water and have a beer or drink a latte after and get a couple pictures. That's cool. Foiling's probably not for you. This is for the people that want the action. So getting into downwind foiling, this would be my favorite discipline. I mean, who doesn't dream of endlessly surfing and turning? Like, I've done downwinders over 50 kilometers long, and that's just endless gliding, surfing, and turning. The conditions vary to like super fast, more straight lining, and not as many turns, to like shorter period swells and just endless turns. And oh man, it's just a dream come true. It's unbelievable. Like, what is it just about turning on waves with like a foil? I've never felt so connected to the water and interacting with the energy in it, and the foil allows you to tap in and feel that in a way I've never experienced before. Also, you just feel so connected to the water and the nature. It's like doing a dance, and you get to a level proficient enough. It's not about just getting up and flying and straight lining. It's like making nice turns and making nice lines and staying in that energy where it's optimal in the pocket, you could say, and it's just back and forth and back and forth, and it's just almost a form of meditation. I say, like, talk about flow state. It's incredible. Like, sometimes, like just minutes or time will go by and I don't even know what's happened. It's really incredible. So much fun. And I mean, the amount of turns you get is incredible, and it's just so good, so worth the time. And the conditions on the Great Lakes are great for it once again. Getting back to the flow state and meditation, you have to read the water and stay very concentrated, because if you don't, especially when it's light wind, you'll have another challenging paddle up, and that's just more labor. So yeah, you just really got to stay focused and dialed and learn to read that water, and it just teaches you where the energy is and how to utilize it. It's great. Another thing is the risk to reward ratio is so high. I mean, if you're like surfing and trying to get barreled in heavy waves, like there's a considerable amount of risk. Like I've had some bad wipeouts and banged up, but this isn't so bad. I mean, you can still have a blast, and I get those same feelings doing this as to like surfing head high heavy waves, so that's great. All right, I think I've hammered in my points I wanted to say enough, and just get out there, give it a shot. It's worth it. It's worth the effort. You can progress to a high level in foiling. You're gonna get lots of days, and it's incredible. So give it a shot. Go have some fun. It's so good. It's kind of ruined other sports for me. It's that good. It's like, oh, I'd just rather foil. Anyways, take care, get some time on the water, and enjoy. Thank you. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. That'd mean a lot and make me really happy. Thanks.